man Issa Saleh? He asked. He couldn't understand why she looked so shocked. His wife Zara is my best friend, she replied, amazement written all over her face. The coincidence is just too much. But reminding herself that he was still a stranger, she chose not to say anything more. Past a large shopping mall and he asked if she would like to stop and take a look, which she declined. Places like this don't excite me unless I'm actually shopping, she said. And he just smiled. What's your name? He asked. Finally. But she didn't answer immediately. Do you want me to guess that too? He teased her. And she laughed again and said, you can never get it right. Try me, he said confidently. Hmm, the first woman on earth, she replied, and he just smiled. Eve, Hawa Ujida. That's my mother's name, he added. Wow, she exclaimed. Genuinely surprised. So she asked him of his name in return, and without hesitation, he said his name is Mahmoud Abdurrahman. So what excites you? He asked, and she didn't respond because she didn't get it. You just said you don't like shopping malls, he continued. And this is my first time meeting a woman who doesn't like shopping, he added. It's not that I don't like shopping, she explained calmly. It's just that what I can't afford doesn't move me. So how do you know you can't afford them? He asked. Well, I don't have money with me and I've already done all the shopping I need, she said as he listened attentively. His calm composure made her feel very, very comfortable around him. Can I ask you something? She said. Please do, he responded, curiously. And then she asked why he sent his friend to collect her number instead of asking her himself. And he smiled and looked ahead, like he was looking at her and then just started looking ahead. Does it matter? He asked, but she didn't answer because clearly it really mattered to her for her to ask. He now said, my friends want me to get married at all costs. And sometimes I'm embarrassed to admit I'm single. They call me Master of the Bachelors. When we arrived earlier, he said, my friend began teasing me, Master of the Bachelors. So I told him, calm down, Nasa Mumata. And I pointed in your direction. He knew I was joking, but what excited him was that it was the first time he had me compliment a woman. He said, so the confession surprised her, but she kept her composure. So does that mean you have never dated all these years? She asked him, like surprised. He laughed. I have, just far away from home, he said. Wow, that shocked her even more. She then glanced around the city. So, then looked back at him. With a mischievous smile, she asked, so how many in Addis Ababa? He now laughed again and said, Eve. She now said, how wow they? She corrected him. I chose Eve. I chose to call you Eve, he said. Let's just have fun, please. I don't want to be interrogated, he added, and immediately he was just stepping into a building. She hesitated, reading the sign above the entrance of the building. It was a dancing nightclub. Yes, salam. Tashin sense, she muted in her mind. Her heart just sank as though she was committing a crime. She looked to the left, then to the right, as if just to make sure nobody is watching her. Before she could decide what to do, he picked out like she was wasting time. So, holding the door frame, he said, Yadi, how far? He asked casually. And at that point, she just gave in and stepped inside the club. He closed the door behind her. She was dressed differently and it drew a lot of attention. She felt it immediately. Seeing that the way people were staring at her, he immediately held her hand. She just felt his hand slide into hers. She wasn't expecting that, so her eyes drifted to his face. Like, but he wasn't looking. He was just ordering drinks, but he was holding her. Do you drink? She asked curiously. That fresh orange juice, so calm down, he replied. She just looked at her. Mother, I'm not comfortable here, she said. She didn't even know how she started calling him mother. As they spoke, he pulled a chair closer and asked her to sit first, like, just calm down. He was still holding her hand until the juice arrived. He then promised that they will soon leave after they finished drinking the juice. Then suddenly, a lady approached him. She was very, very beautiful. And it was obvious that they knew each other because he didn't hesitate to hug her. The music was loud, but she could hear him explaining that he just arrived. Like he was explaining to the girl that he just arrived. So the girl now tried to pull him away, but still he stayed close to her wow, positioning himself with his back near her face, almost like shielding their conversation. She wasn't looking at him, but the girl's reaction told her whatever he was saying was exciting to her. She didn't know how to react. She couldn't even explain the feeling. Then, after a few moments, he turned towards her and said, "We should start going." He paid for the drinks and didn't even collect his change. Like it was like obvious everyone there knew him. So she was just speechless. She doesn't even know who this person is. Outside, he headed in a different direction and then she stopped walking. At this point, it was cold, so she folded her arms across her chest. "I want to go back to my hotel, mother," she said calmly. He then hesitated, looking at her first, and then he told her that there was a place he wanted to show her. "Just this is the last place. Let's just go. It's not far." "Are you sure it's not far?" she asked, and he promised it wasn't. But then she was like already cold towards him. She doesn't know why she suddenly just feel like cold, not the vibe that she came out of the hotel with. So he now said, "Do you want me to carry you?" He is trying to just lighten her mood. She just only smiled. She doesn't even know what she was feeling. He then led her into a very busy area, almost like a Chinatown. He held her hand firmly as they maneuvered through the crowd, people selling and buying stuff, others playing cards, some singing with guitars, women dressed like prostitutes and smoking by the corners. She has never knew a place like that existed in Addis Ababa. They turned corner after corner until they reached a very small building. It looked like a shop, but it wasn't a shop. Inside, she realized it was a household. Two elderly people lived there, a husband and a wife. They side by side on a couch. He greeted them with salam and they responded warmly. They spoke English, but unless one paid attention, close attention, it was hard to understand them. He removed his shoes, only then that she noticed he was even wearing socks. He went straight to the old man and kissed his hand. The man was frail. His veins were visible beneath like his thin skin. He was just so old that you could see his veins. The old woman's attention stayed on her as he sat on the rug beneath them. Muda just sat on the rug beneath them, and so she also did the same. She watched him explain her transit to them. Then, to her surprise, the old man mentioned the name of the hotel that she was staying in. And he explained that the airline, like Ethiopia, had partnered with that hotel for many years. They asked of her name, and she said, "How wow." So the woman now smiled, the old woman. She now said, Eve was a name mentioned in both the Bible and the Quran. So she didn't know who these people were to him. In truth, she didn't even know who Muda really was. Yet every now and then their gazes will lock, like their eyes will meet with filled with unspoken questions. Like in Adamagana, they tell you, you know that, and he too, he knows. Like a couple trying to remain civil in front of others despite their unresolved tension. She doesn't even know why she was feeling that, but her heart was heavy and he knew. So the old man asked him to open an old cupboard in the sitting room. Muda brought out some files from the cupboard. They went through them carefully. The man wore medicated glasses while Muda handed him a pen. They signed some document that she doesn't even know what was about. As they prepared to leave, the old man gifted her some hand beads and words beads. When the old woman began explaining the meaning of the words beads to her, Muda stood up immediately and put on his shoes, like giving them that woman to woman space. Hawa now went and approached him and whispered, "See, this is what they give me." And he just looked at the items. He said, "To, Angode." Angode, he said softly in Hausa. Then he went back and kissed the old woman's hand. So this behavior was just strange to her. Wow. And she said, "Do I need to do that too?" Like she finally wanted to just joke around, trying to ease the tension like into that moment. She just wanted to be free around them. You understand? So the old woman now told her that it's just a way of seeking blessings, like it's a tradition around there. So she said, "I really need that blessing too." And she just went and kissed the old woman's hand. and she said, Barakallahu fi. So that was how they now took their leave. Are you enjoying this story? Kindly tell a friend to tell a friend. My name is Benazir Ahmad, aka Fabulous. Until next episode, in Jipe Jam Job Ari Adamawa. Thank you.